Well. Look who's still standing. You. The one they swore would crumble. The one they tried to bury under lies so deep even your own shadow doubted you. But here you are, breathing, watching, and waiting. And oh, how the tables have turned. They thought the truth was a rumor. They thought your words were a ghost, wandering, powerless, forgotten. They laughed in rooms you weren't invited to, signed papers with smug little smirks, and whispered, "We've got them under control." But the thing about truth is, it doesn't vanish. It stalks. It lurks in the corners of their conscience, patient as a loaded gun in the dark. And then, one day, someone they never saw coming, finds it. Now it's here, cold, undeniable. Proof that you were right all along. And the people who thought you were crazy, they're choking on the taste of their own doubt. Do you feel it? That shift in the air? That quiet panic in their eyes? They know it's over for them, and it's only the beginning for you. Because this isn't just a piece of evidence. No. This is a weapon, a sword forged from every sleepless night you had to swallow their lies. Every moment they tried to strip you of dignity. Every breath you took when breathing felt like defiance. And now, there's someone out there willing to risk it all for you. They've seen what's real, they can't unsee it. And they've decided to move heaven and earth, to burn the sky and salt the ground if they have to, just to make it right. Do you understand what that means? It means you're not alone in the shadows anymore. It means the tide has shifted in your favor, and those who once stood tall will find the ground crumbling beneath them. They'll beg for grace, the same grace they never gave you. But you won't need to scream. You won't need to run. Because the truth is doing the screaming for you now. It's echoing through their halls, scratching at their walls, shattering the mirrors they used to admire themselves in. You were the storm they thought they could outrun. But the proof, oh, the proof, is the thunder they can't silence, and the one standing beside you now. They're not here to play fair. They're here to tear open every locked door, flip every table, and show the world what was done in the dark. So let them panic. Let them run their little damage control meetings. Let them scramble like ants on a burning hill. Because for the first time, you hold the high ground, and you didn't have to lift a finger. The truth did it for you. Now here's the fun part. What happens next isn't about revenge. It's about balance. It's about rewriting the script they forced you to live in. And if you think they're going to get away with a polite apology, oh, you haven't been paying attention. They're going to feel it, every single ounce of the weight they put on your back. And you'll be too busy watching the world finally admit you were right all along. You survived the fire. Now, they're about to learn what it's like to stand in it. And I'll tell you this, once the truth has teeth, it doesn't let go. So smile. Your proof isn't just paper, it's a hammer. And the people holding it for you, they're not afraid to swing. And you know what's beautiful about this moment. They can't undo it. They can't unburn the bridge they set on fire. They can't unspill the blood they swore wasn't there. And they sure as hell can't unsee the proof now stamped into reality like a brand on their conscience. The people moving heaven and earth for you now. Oh, they're not saints. They're not here because they're good people. They're here because the truth doesn't just wake people up. It drags them out of their beds, throws them into the cold street, and forces them to look in the mirror. And when they saw what was done to you, it lit a fire behind their eyes, the kind of fire that doesn't go out until something breaks. You see, they've got nothing left to lose by helping you now. Because once you know the truth, you're already a criminal in the eyes of the liars. You're already marked. You're already hunted. And if they're going to be hunted anyway, they might as well be hunting back. So they gather their tools, not pens and polite letters. No, chains, crowbars, and keys to the locked vaults of this rotten world. They're not here to negotiate. They're here to dismantle the entire system that stood against you. Do you hear that sound? That deep, low rumble in the distance? That's not thunder. That's walls collapsing. That's doors breaking. That's the sound of the unbreakable finally bending under the weight of truth. They can feel it. The ones who lied. Their smiles have gone brittle. Their voices crack when they try to deny it. They see the shift in the room when your name is mentioned. How people glance at each other. How the silence swells like a wave before it crushes the shore. And here's the part they never saw coming. This isn't just justice for you. No. This is a warning shot for everyone who ever thought they could rewrite reality. Your proof is contagious. It's spreading. One person whispers it to another. One door opens to another locked one, and suddenly the truth isn't a secret anymore. It's a plague they can't cure. So now, you don't need to chase them. You don't need to raise your voice. You simply exist. And every second you exist, you remind them of their failure, of the moment they underestimated the one person who could survive the storm and bring the lightning with them. They will see you, not as the victim they painted, but as the survivor who stood while their entire empire rotted from the inside out. And when the ones beside you finish moving heaven and earth, you'll be standing on ground they'll never walk on again. And maybe, just maybe, you'll smile, not because you won, but because they finally know what it feels like to lose everything they swore was untouchable. Oh, now we get to the delicious part, the unraveling, the slow, exquisite collapse of everything they built on the back of their lies. It starts quietly, not with explosions, not with a big scene. No, it's subtler than that. A phone call they weren't supposed to receive, a knock at the door that feels heavier than usual, a familiar face suddenly avoiding eye contact, little cracks, hairline fractures that spread faster than they can patch them, and the people moving heaven and earth for you. They know exactly where to press. They don't just tear down walls. They loosen the screws so the walls collapse on their own. They plant seeds in the right minds, whispers in the right ears, until the liars start eating each other alive. Do you know how dangerous guilt is when it's cornered? It turns cannibal. The ones who swore loyalty will turn on each other just to save themselves. They'll start selling each other out. Names, dates, hidden files, buried evidence, all in the hope that they can outrun the avalanche. But there's no outrunning what's coming, because the truth, once it gets momentum, it doesn't stop. It's a freight train with no brakes, and their entire legacy is standing on the tracks. Picture it. Those grand offices they used to strut through with their chests out. Empty. Phones ringing with no one to answer them. Doors locked. Blinds drawn. The scent of fear clinging to the air like smoke after a fire. And their name, the one they plastered on every wall, is now being whispered in courtrooms and dark hallways like a curse. You won't even have to show up to watch it. You'll hear it in the news. You'll see it in their eyes if you ever cross paths again. That hollow, broken look of someone who realizes the game they thought they were winning was just the warm-up for the beating that was waiting. And here's the thing. The people tearing it all down for you. They're not doing it for applause. They're not doing it for gratitude. They're doing it because once you've seen proof this powerful, there's no moral high ground in standing still. Action becomes inevitable. And when they're done, oh, when the dust settles, the liars will look around and see nothing left. No walls to hide behind, no allies to lean on, just the echo of the truth they tried to kill. And you, standing there like a monument to everything they failed to destroy. So let them feel it. Every sleepless night, every whisper they can't silence, every headline that doesn't go away. Because this isn't revenge. It's correction, and it's already in motion. And here's where it gets personal. So personal it'll haunt them in ways no public humiliation ever could. You see, destruction from the outside is one thing, but the real masterpiece, it's when their own hands start pulling the threads loose. Because once the proof is out, once the world knows the truth, every person who ever smiled at them starts asking silent questions. Doubts slip into their phone calls. Meetings feel colder. The laughter in their circles, it stops sounding like laughter and starts sounding like teeth. They'll try to keep the mask on, pretend they're untouchable, walk the halls like nothing's changed. But you, oh, you'll know better, because you'll see it in the tiny twitches of their face, the slight stutter in their voice when they catch your name in a conversation. You'll see them avoid the mirror, because even they can't stand the eyes staring back at them. And the people moving heaven and earth for you, they're not just kicking down doors, they're rewriting the very air around these liars. They're making sure every room they walk into feels different, colder, hostile. The warmth they once commanded now turns to suspicion. The kind of suspicion that strips them of power without a single law needing to be passed. They'll remember what they did to you in perfect clarity. They'll remember the smirks, the mockery, the satisfaction they felt when they thought they'd buried you for good. And now, they'll watch your name rise. Not just cleared, but celebrated. And every time they see it, it'll feel like a blade pressed against their throat, reminding them that the world is watching and will never forget. This isn't about taking their crown. Oh no. This is about making them kneel to a reality they cannot change. And every day that passes, they'll feel a little smaller, a little weaker, a little more like a shadow of who they used to be. Until one morning, they wake up and realize they're living in the ruins of their own kingdom. And you're the reason the walls came down. And maybe the cruelest part? You won't have to say a word to them. Silence will be your loudest victory. Because when the truth finally owns the room, the guilty can hear it screaming, even when nobody speaks. And now, we talk about you. Not the ruins they're choking on, but the empire you're building out of the ashes. Because here's the thing about surviving something they swore would kill you. You don't just come back. You come back different, sharper, colder where you need to be, warmer where it matters. Every scar they left on you, it's not damage, it's armor. And now, while they scatter in the shadows, you're walking into the light with the kind of power they'll never touch again. The people moving heaven and earth for you aren't just tearing them down. They're lifting you up. Doors you once banged your fists against are now swinging wide open. Rooms that never had your name on the list are now waiting for you. The invitations, the calls, the deals, they're coming in waves. And here's the delicious irony. The very proof that destroyed them is the same proof that's building you into something untouchable. You're not just being proven right. No. You're becoming the standard. the one they measure others against, the example that gets whispered in backroom conversations. Careful. Remember what happened last time they went against them, and the beauty of it. You won't even have to chase anything anymore. The right people will come to you, because they'll know exactly who you are. The one who took the worst and turned it into a crown forged from their disbelief. You'll move through the world differently now, with the kind of presence that makes people step aside without even realizing why. With a voice that doesn't need to shout to be heard. With a look in your eyes that says, "I've been through hell, and I brought souvenirs." And for them, seeing you rise will be worse than any punishment. Because the higher you climb, the more irrelevant they become. Their influence will wither, their reach will shrink, until their names are footnotes in stories that are really just about how you won. You're no longer playing the game, you're defining it. And from here on out, the only people who get close to you are the ones who understand that the truth isn't just a weapon, it's a crown. And now, it's sitting on your head. And here we are, the final metamorphosis, not just survival, not just victory, but transformation into something they can't even put into words without trembling. Because proof doesn't just clear your name, it carves your name into the stone of history. And the moment it went public, you stopped being someone they wronged and became a story people tell in hushed voices, the kind of story that doesn't fade. It gets sharper with every retelling, a living, breathing warning to anyone foolish enough to think they can bend reality around their lies. They'll try to erase you. Oh, they'll try. But legends don't erase, they echo. Every time someone finds themselves cornered, your name will slip from their lips like a lifeline. Every time a corrupt hand reaches too far, your story will be the shadow hanging over their ambition. You've become dangerous. Not because you fight dirty, but because you've shown the world what happens when the truth picks a champion. And for them, you're no longer a person. You're a ghost they can't outrun. You're the phantom presence at their meetings, the unspoken what-if that freezes their greed in place. Your rise will stain their sleep, because every success you touch is a reminder that they lost to you. Permanently. The people who moved heaven and earth for you, they'll stand beside you like generals at the edge of a conquered city, because this wasn't just your fight, it became the fight. Proof wasn't the end, it was the ignition. Now you walk differently, not with the urgency of someone chasing redemption, but with the ease of someone who is the redemption. Your silence has weight, your presence bends rooms. And when your enemies catch sight of you from across the street, they won't see flesh and blood, they'll see the truth wearing your face. One day, there'll be nothing but whispers, an urban legend of arrogance and collapse. But you'll still be here, not because you clawed your way back, but because you became something that never falls. So remember this, they found proof you were right. They moved heaven and earth to set it straight. And in the process, they didn't just prove you right, they made you eternal. And now, we step beyond the idea of victory. Because victory, oh, that's too small a word for what you've become. Victory is fleeting, a moment, a cheer that fades after the crowd goes home. But you're not a moment, you're not applause, you are permanent. They thought proving you right would simply settle the score, that the scales would balance and life would go back to the way it was. How naive. Once the truth has walked through fire and survived, it doesn't return quietly. It comes back crowned in embers, unrecognizable to the world that doubted it. You're not standing in the same place you were before they came for you. No. You're standing above it now, looking down at the wreckage of their empire, and realizing that the ground beneath your feet is yours now. The ones who moved heaven and earth for you, they're not just allies anymore. They're witnesses, witnesses to the transformation of a soul who was forced to crawl through darkness so thick, even hope forgot your name, and came out carrying the sun. They saw what it took to break you. They saw it fail, and now they know the truth. There's no breaking you again. Do you understand what kind of fear that plants in your enemies? The kind that lingers even in daylight, the kind that changes the way they walk, the way they speak, the way they think. Because every choice they make now is haunted by the possibility of you. The possibility that you'll hear it, see it, and tear it apart before it ever reaches the surface. Your name is no longer tied to their lies. It's tied to their undoing, to their downfall, to the moment the truth shattered their fortress from the inside out. And the world will never confuse the two of you again. They'll never mistake your strength for silence. They'll never confuse your patience with weakness. Because you didn't just win. You didn't just survive. You changed the rules entirely. And now, you're the one standing at the table deciding who plays and who doesn't get a seat at all. They thought proving you right would simply be an inconvenient footnote, a hiccup in their grand little story. They thought they could handle it, contain it, bury it under paperwork, spin it into something harmless. But what they didn't realize was that truth doesn't just win. It rewrites reality. And once reality changes, you can never go back. You see, you were never after revenge. Revenge is petty, it's small, it ends the moment you get it. No, you were after something much larger, domination of the narrative itself. And now, every single one of their lies is worth less than dust. The words they built their image on have rotted into ash, while yours are carved in steel. Picture this: their name, once painted in gold, now a stain that won't wash out. Every handshake they offer met with hesitation, every phone call answered with that tight, careful voice people use when they know they're speaking to a ghost of influence. They're still breathing, sure, but they're not alive, because living means movement, and they're frozen in place, watching you move past them like a storm they can't track. The people who moved heaven and earth for you, they've become part of your legend, not just soldiers in the fight, but architects of the empire you stand on now. They've seen firsthand that you don't just survive, you absorb every attack, every smear, every attempt to break you. You took it in, and you turned it into power they can't touch. And that's what makes you dangerous. They can't take away what you've become, because it was forged in the very fire they lit. Your strength isn't borrowed. It's built from their failures. Their destruction is the blueprint of your rise. Understand this: your enemies aren't just defeated, they're disqualified. They've been removed from the game entirely. Not because you pushed them out, but because the truth made them irrelevant. And irrelevance is a far crueler fate than destruction. They'll wake up every day knowing the world is moving without them, that their words no longer shape the room, that when people tell your story, their names will only appear as cautionary tales, as background noise in the saga of your rise. And you'll keep climbing. You'll keep walking into rooms they can't enter, signing deals they can't influence, inspiring movements they can't sabotage. Every step you take will be a nail in the coffin of their former power. And the beautiful part, you'll never have to look back. Because you're not just a person anymore. You're a symbol, a living monument to the idea that no matter how deep they bury you, no matter how heavy the dirt, the truth will claw its way to the surface. And when it does, it will rise in the shape of the one they tried to destroy. Let them stew in their silence. Let them taste the bitterness of their own irrelevance. And when they think of you, and oh, they will think of you, let it burn. Let it scorch whatever's left of the pride they once had. Because you didn't just beat them, you made them obsolete. So stand tall, stand proud, and remember, they found the proof. They moved heaven and earth to set it right. And in doing so, they didn't just clear your name, they crowned you. And there is nothing they can do to take that crown away.